Hello, this is a video to the Biology of Disease final project, and this will be a preliminary work that will build off of the lecture given by Dr. Cunningham, who was one of the fellow researchers who gave us a presentation about the work they do. The disease that Dr. Cunningham specifically talked about and worked on with his fellow colleagues is on the congenital disorders of glycosylation. So in this disorder, and in the aspect of disorder that they specifically investigated was based off the idea that the error in the transport of ions contributed to the problems that were associated with the lack of adequate glycosylation of proteins and other biomolecules. So in a congenital disorder of glycosylation, let's say type 1, the issue is that there is an inability to catalyze or complete a glycosylation reaction in which there is a carbohydrate group, either a monosaccharide or a oligosaccharide, that is transferred onto another biomolecule. And these kind of steps are very, very important for a very large diversity of biological processes. And glycosylation can happen to a very large and diverse array of other biomolecules, including proteins, lipids, nucleic acids, and even other carbohydrates. So the problem in the congenital disorder of glycosylation is that there is actually a dysregulation of this glycosylation. So going back to the idea of homeostasis, that there has to be a balance between the processes of the body, and glycosylation is really included as part of homeostasis, in which there can be an overabundance or lack of abundance of glycosylation. And so the congenital disorder of glycosylation that Dr. Cunningham and his lecturers investigated was on how the aberrant transport of ions into the Golgi lumen prevented the adequate glycosylation of lactose. Glycosylation to form lactose, which contributed to the problems that were associated with the deletion of the transporter gene, a specific transporter gene. So what my work will be about, and the video will be about, is to give a specific on this part, is to give a specific idea about, is to delve more specifically into the issue that is associated with the hepatobiliary system. And so in this body system, that there is the issue of